Hello, 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 YouTube. This is your grumpy old man that kicked to the head, reminding you kids to stay off my lawn. Welcome back to the channel. I know it's been quite a while since I've been in the YouTube game, but I do have one day off today before I start night shift tomorrow, and I wanted to bring a couple of games just to show you I'm still alive and just to point them out. I know most of you probably have already seen these before, but this is going to be our take on them. So right now what we're going to be doing is taking a look at fishing Barents Sea. I do have the new King Crab DLC as well as all the new ships. So we're going to take a look at that. I have been playing this for quite a bit, so today we're going to start a new career though, just to start from the beginning so we can show you what it's like. So we'll go ahead and do that. You'll jump in here to your character creation screen, and let's just call this a kick to the head. Male or female, of course, you can make. We'll go ahead and go with male, and then we can either start with the tutorial or start in Hammerfest. We're not going to do the tutorial. I mean, it's just quite as slows it down a little bit and stuff at the beginning. You have to do a lot of clicking and stuff. So we'll just go ahead and we'll start in Hammerfest, and we'll go ahead and begin the game. So we'll take a look, see what we can get into. So I hope everybody's doing good. Today is Friday, Black Friday, the day after Thanksgiving. So yeah, I hope you guys are going to stay safe there in the US. Germany, most of Black Friday sales are all online. They're not too much in the brick and mortar places. So here's our first little boat. You can see that it's just a little ragtag thing. It's called the Borga. I guess that's how you say. And if you take a look at the map, you can see we're in a small section here in Norway. And apparently this is pretty accurate in the description of these areas. These are all real to life areas in Norway. And yeah, this is the city of Hammerfest. And over here, I believe, is Hammerfest Zentrum. We can take a look at that later. But first things first, so you can see your main overlay. You've got your gear, you've got your lights, and you've got your inventory as well as your dock. We'll go ahead and click dock in a second. Here you got your compass and the way you're facing. Here you're going to have your forward and your reverse gears, how fast you're going to go. This is your inventory. You can see we hold 3,000 kilograms of inventory. And this is going to be your fish after you catch them. Your mini map. This tells you how much damage your ship has, how much fuel your ship has, and how fast you're going. Up here you can see your total money, what the current date is, and the current time. And let's just shut that off. This is the music that's playing. And then you got, of course, you got your main menu. Then you've got your little wiki, anything that you want to know about. So for example, fish, you want to know about redfish. It tells you best time to catch them, the characteristics. So this is an invaluable tool. A lot of stuff that's not covered, especially in the tutorial, you'll be able to find it all here. So first thing we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing longline fishing, and it tells you everything that you need to do. So if the markers are red, you're going to get very low result of fish. Yellow, green, blue. Typically, you're going to leave it set out for a minimum of 4 hours, but right about 18, yeah, here what they're saying is 18 to 24 hours is the best time letting it soak. But after 26 hours, you're going to start losing fish. So let's get it started. We'll jump in here to the dock of Hammerfest. So you can see we're Hammerfest. This is our junior reputation. And what that will do is that will unlock different certificates where we can get bigger and better boats. So right now we can only get the MG boat license authority for junior. And if we go to the dock and we look at purchasing boats, you can see that currently everything else is locked that we have. We can get the Toby if we want to, but the Toby costs 595,000 krona. It's 23 feet length. It weighs 2,100 kilograms. You can't have any additional crew on it. You can catch a total quota of 150,000 kilograms of fish a year, 300-liter tank, 72 horsepower engine, and a max speed of 10 knots. And you can have a maximum long lines of 8 and the length of 2,000 hooks. Here we can only have 4 and only a maximum of 4,000 hooks. So this boat is slightly better, but we're going to make up for it here. You can see our quotas here. So this is, we can catch 30,000 kilograms of cod a year, 20,000 of haddock, 50,000 of pollock, and only 10,000 kilograms of redfish a year. So all the other boats are currently locked. Then when you're going to get up into the big ships, here's your big ships and stuff that you'll be getting into. I believe this is the biggest ship currently in game. Or is it this one? I think it's this one's the biggest ship currently in game. Look at the prices. Boat weight, 2,233,000 kilograms. Yeah, 227 foot. So that's the biggest boat currently in game. But we're going to be a while before we get to that. Now we can also upgrade our ship that we have. So we can buy additional storage, additional engine upgrades, radar, which will allow us to unmap unexplored areas quicker and wider areas. You got your quota upgrades, and then you got searchlight, your mast upgrades. So these are all things that we can upgrade on the ship. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to change the name. Let's call this the, what shall we call it? We'll call it the head kicker, huh? Head kicker. And let's go ahead and let's make it, do we want it red, black? Orange don't really stand out, does it? I guess white stands out the best. So we'll go ahead and we'll apply that. Okay, so first thing, we need to come over here to the fish market, and we want to go into buy long lines. Currently we have two 250 hook long lines. So you know what? We can have 1,000 hooks. Let us sell these. Let's get two 500s. Ooh, can't afford that. Okay, let's get one 250 then. We're 0 krona left. I can't even buy bait. Okay, so let's go to town. Let's go to the bank and let's borrow. You're too much in debt. Okay, so I messed up on that. Let's go. We'll sell the 250. That gives us 5,000. We'll start with this. Okay, and if you hover over here in the eye, it tells you what each bait will get. So you can see that this will catch the majority of redfish, mackerel, I believe that's haddock, and that's possibly cod. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to bait it up with the krill. We're going to go ahead and we're going to go fishing. Okay, and we got to be careful here. So we'll start the boat up and slowly pull away from the dock. We'll go interior. Sounds like we hit a little bit on the dock maybe. So what we're going to do is we're going to come outside this purple area. We can't do anything inside this purple area. There we go. So once we come out there, we're going to head and hit map. We're going to look for mainly redfish to start with. You can see we got 2 nice areas out here that we can do. Now there's several ways that you can get out there. You can do waypoints and place waypoints out, for example that, and then you can hit fast travel, and that will fast travel you out there. Or you can just go ahead and continue driving the way you want here. So let's go interior. You can see here's your logbook you can access. You can access all the lights here. So for example, let's switch off the interior lights. We don't need those. We're going to turn the spotlight on, searchlight on, and we can control the searchlight with Q and E. Like that, you can see it up here. You can also do it that way. You can go down below down there. You can go out. So for example, I can hit F. I can stand up and I can come outside here. And I can also control the boat from out here. So if we take a look at the map, we still got a little bit more to go. You can see we're at max power and we're doing 8.6 knots. And then if we hit, if we come into first person here and we right click on our mouse button, we can bring up our binoculars. Right now the view is not that good because we've got the lowest binoculars, so you can upgrade that as well. So let's take a look where we are. We're still heading in the right direction. And if we come off of this, you can see, so here we got we can set our gear, pull our gear aboard, or we can set our gear. And we'll set the gear here as soon as we get into the area where we want. Obviously we want to be in a darker yellow. Okay. So we'll come inside. Down here it's just nothing in here. You can turn on the heater, warm up on a cold day. Not much else. So let's go ahead and take a look where we are. You can see there's the waypoint now that we set from out there. So you can drive manually or you can fast travel. Now there'll be some missions that require you to drive the entire way. You can't fast travel. And obviously if you take a look at the map here, you can't set waypoints out in there because you haven't explored it yet. Okay, so we arrived at our waypoint. Let's come to a stop. Now we can set the gear from inside here, or we can come out here and we can set gear here. Let's go ahead and set the gear. We want the 500 hook long line baited, and now we'll throw that out. And if you see now, it's going to set the best speed for you, and you can just then steer it, keep it as straight as possible. And once you reach the end of the long line, if you look at the bottom left corner there, you can see how long it's out. So there we are, 50 meters. There, our line is now set, 500 hooks, and you can see now it's been soaked for 6 minutes now. So obviously we want to come back around 18 to 20 hours. So there's several things we can do in the meantime. If we had had the money, we could have gone and set another hook line somewhere, or we can explore these areas for reputation and money. So let's go ahead and we'll set a waypoint over here. And here we'll see what this town is. And let's go ahead and we'll go inside. Now you can call for assistance if you need to. Call for rescue. But we don't need to do that right now. We're okay. And town is right over there. Now is that town there? Or is that town? I think this is town straight ahead. Now you do have weather. There will be rain and fog and stormy weather, lightning and thunder. The waters will get quite choppy and stuff with waves, and it makes it a little difficult to maneuver, especially in these smaller boats. But yeah, so that's fishing Barents Sea in a nutshell. We just fish, tried to earn money to get better gear, an upgrade, get better boats. Now, so far, what I've done, where the money is so far, is king crab and net fishing. You can get some serious money out of king crab and net fishing. But there's only 2 boats currently in game for king crab, and the smallest one costs right about 450k kroner, and that will give you 8 small pots that you can use. Okay, let's go ahead and let's just speed this up a little bit. You can see 2-3 hours. Okay, so we've discovered Ripesfjord. I guess that's how you say it. So we can come into the dock here if we want to. Now, not all docks will be able to do everything. You won't be able to do everything. Like you won't be able to access banks in some of them. But let's go ahead and we'll dock up and we'll see what this port offers. So if we look at the dock, you can see that we can refuel, but we can't upgrade or we can't buy boats here. Okay, if we take a look at town, you can see we don't have a bank and there's not a bar here to get odd jobs. We can't do jobs. We can do boat services, like we could pay 10,000 kroner for a year and we get unlimited free towing. And there's no crew members. We don't have any crew member anyway. And obviously we can't buy anything either. So we'll go ahead and we will leave here. Not much we can do, but we have discovered it. So that gave us a little money, which we used to do some refueling. Now we can also look at different things here. We can look at our weather forecast. So this is for Tuesday. That's today. Then you're going to have tomorrow. Thursday looks like it's going to be stormy weather. Friday, rain. Well, this I'm assuming is wind, right? Yeah, it's going to be wind. Well, maybe not. Not entirely sure what that is. Okay, it's decreased visibility. Yeah, that's decreased visibility. Then we're going to have rain and then partly sunny. So we can also look at our line info. So we got no gear currently on the boat. Are we going the right way? That way. You can see that so far the deployed gear has been in the water for 4.5 hours. Our storage, we're all good. We don't have nothing on board. We can do fish finder, the sonar, and it will detect pockets of fish. And then of course your map. If we go back in here, we got 8 hours or 4.5 hours. We want to come back about 8 hours. So let's go ahead and see if we can pick up a mission to help us get some money. Okay. It's 23:27 at night. The line, how long it's been in there? 9.5 hours. So we got about halfway there. Another 9 hours will be okay. So let's dock up. Let's head over to the town and let's check the bar. Okay, no jobs currently available for us. That's too bad. Can we borrow any money yet? No. These are crew members that we eventually be able to hire. You can see they all have their individual stats, from using machines to cutting, hand gutting, cooking, their level. That's what these are, is their level, and how much it would cost to hire them, as well as what percentage of the overall catch they'll keep when you go to sell the fish. Okay, so still nothing. So we have 9 hours to kill. So let's do this. Let's skip time here. Let's skip 6 hours. And let's go ahead and go fishing. What's our line info like? 14 hours. Come on now. There you go. Sometimes if you click something down here or do something, then your ship doesn't want to respond. It goes straight ahead. You just have to slow it down and then it will become maneuverable again. So you can see it's orange now. So it's getting to the point where we'll have good catch. So let's put our, can't cross land. I'm not trying to cross land. We want to come to where we're fairly close to it. And you can't get within 100 meters of it with fast travel. So that'll be the closest we can get. So we'll fast travel. It's green. We want it in blue state. There it is. So that's going to give us our best best amount of fish. So what we'll do is we'll parallel ourselves up. When we want to catch off of this side, we can only catch off of this side. That's where our hooking is, our gear retrieval system. And we'll go ahead and slow down, get that side to side rocking from the waves. You can see it's starting to rain. Okay, slow down. Anywhere within this cone is what we want. And we'll go ahead and we'll haul this in. Now this is where the mini game comes in. We want to get this just, you got to push with the left mouse button just when it gets to the smallest amount to get a increase or a bonus of fish. Now if you miss, of course, the fish is going to drop and you're not going to catch anything for that. Now the longer you have it in for the optimal, so like we had it in blue when we start retrieving, so that's why we're getting 15 tries. If it was orange, or for example, you may only have 6 or 8 tries. So obviously you want to try to retrieve your goods at the most optimal time. So like that one was plus 32% bonus of fish, 37% bonus of fish, 42% bonus of fish. So we're getting success. 47 again. Yeah, we're getting a lot of fish this time. Well, that time we didn't do too well. Fish are falling out now. And final one. There we go. So you can see then we've got 579 kilogram of pollock. We caught 56 of those. We caught 279 redfish for a total of 2,151 kilograms. And we caught 49 haddock for a total of 358 kilograms. So we'll hit OK, and let's go ahead and we'll go ahead and gut them now, because you can see we're quite full here. Our inventory is full. So let's gut these down. Now this will start another little mini game. And this one's a little more difficult. So we want to stab there, and then try to follow the line in a smooth motion to get stars. We did pretty good on that one. I'm surprised. 3.5 stars. And obviously the higher the star, the more money you're going to get for the fish. We skipped a little line there. And if the ship is rocking, like right now, let me turn my mouse sensitivity down, see if that will help. There we go, that was a little better. And we got less rating on it. I think the quicker you do it too, the better you get. Okay, so we cut all the fish now, and you can see then that when it's red, that's fresh fish. When it's yellow, it's gutted fish. So we filled up our tanks completely. So what we can do is we don't have any bait for our hook, so we have to go back into town and get new fresh bait anyway. So let's go ahead and open up our mini map, and we will set a waypoint for town, and let's go sell some fish, shall we? And then we'll come back out. Hopefully we can buy another 500 hook line, and we'll come out and we'll set 2 lines. That way one will be soaking while we go in and sell the other one. So we'll come right up into here, and we'll see how well we do on selling the fish. Okay, we'll dock up. So if we were to sell all 48 haddock, you can see that it's 816 krona to 4,805 krona, depending on the stars. The pollock is 1828 to 13,498. And the redfish, oh, excuse me, 13K to 40K. We'll go ahead and sell. We'll see what we got. We're currently at 1779, and that jumped us up to 44K. So it's quite a bit. You can see all the breakdowns, the price that we got for the size, as well as the stars and stuff. So we sold 30 that were under 3.5 kilograms for a total of 56.5 kilograms. This is what we made, 814 kroner. We had the ones that were over 10 kilograms each. We had 72 of those for a total weight of 869.7 kilograms. And that's where we got a ton of money from. So net income, we made 43K, 43,038 cents, or $38.70 krona. So that's not too bad. So we need to upgrade our gear. You can see it now. It looks like we have a job in town. So let's jump over to the town. And we do. It says to keep up production, Forsol Fishery is in desperate need of additional fish. The fishery is willing to pay you 19.50 kroner per kilogram if you deliver 120 kilogram of redfish to Forsol within 7 days. Your reputation will Forsol improve, your reputation will Hammerfest will improve, and you'll get an additional 2,340 kroner for completing the job. So we'll go ahead and accept that, because redfish is what we're fishing for anyway. And if we look at the map, I believe that's going to be up here. Yeah, so we'll have a long drive around over to here. So that will take us a while. So what we're going to need to do, let's get out of the map. We will go back to the fishery. Let's buy another 500 line hook, or 500 hook line, and we'll bait both of these with krill. That's what we want to go for, is the redfish. We'll do that. And let's see, we got 18,000 kroner left. Let's refuel. Don't need to, yeah, it's only 15 kroner. Let's go ahead and repair. Let's just quickly take a look at the upgrades. We can't quite get the storage upgrade. That would give us 1,000. It'd be nice to have, instead of 3,000 to 4,000. The engine upgrade would be nice to have too, especially for that long trip we got to take. We'll leave that for right now. Let me just see, can I even get a loan right now? I could get 30,000, 40,000, or 70,000. 15% interest rate, 10% interest rate, or 5. Could do that and get a storage upgrade and possibly the engine upgrade. How much was the engine upgrade? 15,000 and 20,000. So 35,000. That only adds 5 horsepower though. Okay, we'll leave it. Let's go ahead and go fishing. Let's slowly pull away from the dock here without causing damage. There we go. And what we'll do is we'll go out and we'll set our lines. Okay, map. And what we'll do is let's set a waypoint to here. Then we'll set up a line this way. And then we'll set up another line later on. We want a few hours in between though to allow us time. Let's go ahead and we'll spin around here. There we go. And we'll set the line, set gear, 1 500 hook line, and it throws it off the side, and we'll start laying it out. You can see we're at 15 of 50 meters, 20. And we are set. So I think, boys and girls, what we're going to do is we're going to leave it there. We'll call it a day. That just gives us a quick look at the game, just so you can see whether you like it or not. I'm going to try to start bringing videos back to the channel. I know I haven't had any for quite a while, and it's due to work and health reasons as well as some personal reasons. But my goal is to slowly start bringing some videos back to the channel, possibly this and Farming Sim 19, as well as American Truck Simulator, possibly Euro Truck Simulator as well. So if you do like it, you want to see more of that, mash that like up button for me. Until next time, I've been a kick to the head. This has been Fishing Barents Sea. We'll catch you all later. Have a great day. Bye bye.